at the Chief Auto Parts Nationals at the Texas Motorplex. We're in round number 2 of Funny Car Eliminator. Here is the Ray Bestis Clutches car, owned by Nick Bonanfante and driven by 22-year-old Richard Hartman, the youngest hired driver on the circuit today and certainly one of the most successful. He qualified the Pontiac-bodied car in the number 6 spot with a 5:25, then ran very close to that in his first round race against Glenn Micris, where he logged in a 5:28. That earned him the right to race against Mark Oswald, the man that set a new speed record here at the Chief Auto Parts Nationals at over 284 miles an hour. But in his first round race with Al Hoffman, disaster struck. In the single most violent engine explosion I have ever witnessed, Mark Oswald was like a billiard ball on a pool table, caroling off the concrete guardrails at the Texas Motorplex until the car dragging the parts and pieces behind it finally came to a stop. Obviously battered by the concussion of the explosion and the impact with the guardrails, Oswald was helped from the car by the NHRA Safety Safari crew. The vehicle itself, after the initial fire and explosion, was nothing but a rolling chassis. As we look again, you can see where the problem started for Oswald. A part broke in the valve train. That allowed a cylinder to fill with fuel. The engine hydraulic and exploded into that giant fireball. The safety requirements demanded by NHRA certainly proved beneficial for Oswald. With the chassis sideways in the racetrack and Mark wrestling for control, the car slammed into the guardrail with heavy impact. Mark knocked from side to side in the roll cage. Steve Evans was there.
Mark, considering how little control you had with a blown tire, you did a heck of a job.
I just tried to stay as straight as I could. Steve had just had oil and everything all over the front of the visor, and you know, I really couldn't understand why I hit the guardrail. I thought I held the car pretty straight, but they said it pretty much lifted the car right off the ground.
What were you doing when you put your hand in your glove way up in the air?
I was trying to see if the body was still on. I was feeling for the roof hatch to see if I was going to have to get out or not. I couldn't tell if the body was still on.
Well, banged up a little bit, but basically you're okay?
Yeah, we'll be back. I'm fine.